I am amazed with all the people out here this evening with this warm weather, and it's just great. The Build the Beef Barn Committee would like to welcome you to our celebration and ribbon cutting for this beautiful new barn. And if you haven't had a chance to see it before, I think it's quite impressive. And it's hot, it's steamy. We're going to try to be brief with our speeches, but we have a few that we want to, hear about, things we want to say. Okay, so 4 years ago, we started this project with a goal to replace the old 1950s beef barn with a new and improved barn for the beef exhibitors. Fundraising began at the 2017 fair, and our first design for the barn was revealed. Since then, the committee and the community have worked together to bring this barn to reality. This barn is a result of the dedicated efforts, hard work, and generous financial support of all of you here and many more. Thank you for all of your contributions. While it took over 4 years to raise the funds for this project, it only took 4 months and 10 days from the start of demolition until today, the official completion and opening. So that's amazing, I think. 4 months. Okay, we have some key people that have been with us to make this barn get on the ground, and I want to introduce them. First is the Build the Barn Committee, who stuck with this through many meetings, fundraisers, and design decisions. The following members are here tonight. Please give a wave to everyone and let them know who you are. Tracy Geyer, our fundraising chair. Susan Smith, our treasurer. Melissa Cottle, fundraising. Rich Emmerich, barn design. John Holbert, fair board. Tom Cottle, Evan Cottle, Taylor Geyer. And I just kind of briefly looked around, so I missed someone. I apologize, and please let me know. So thank you, Beef Committee, for all of your dedication and your efforts in getting through this 4-year process. Okay, then, next, I would like to introduce our general contractor. It is Herman Nolt from Valley View Builders. Herman, are you nearby? Okay, raise your hand there. Okay, this winter, when we reached the decision to go forward and build the barn for this year's fair, contractors were already booked up and concerned about material availability. But Herman assured us that he would fit us into his schedule and be able to deliver a new barn for this year's fair. And he has done it. Thank you. Sean of Geyer Brothers and the Geyer family have been here with their equipment and expertise helping in many stages of this building. They finished demolition of the old barn after the salvage crew left. They prepared the building site, installed water lines and stormwater conveyances. They seeded the site, installed the wash rack. They do it all, and at the best price, all donated. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Geyer Brothers. Thank you, Geyer family. Okay, next, Mike Cottle of Cottle's Asphalt. Cottle's donated final grading, macadam paving, and materials to get us out of the mud. We were building in the spring, and it would have been muddy. But Mike installed the interior paving before the building was framed, and it made it easy for the builders to work their lifts and get through to work on it. Then Mike came back a second time and paved the entrances, like you see here, after the building was completed. He also added paving between the beef and hog barns to direct rainwater flow perfectly into our storm inlet at the bottom of the road. And that solved an existing runoff problem. Where's Mike at? I'm trying to find you. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike. Mike, do you want to say anything?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Who was that politician or something that said, don't pass up a good opportunity to, not say anything? So we've got people fitting in with that tonight. Okay, next, Royce Kokenauer of Kokenauer Engineering. Royce designed the barn, and then he redesigned the barn, and then he redesigned the barn, and we finally got our plans approved for the building process. And that wasn't Royce's fault. That was because we kept changing the design. Royce has become the fair engineer with his donated services on several projects, and his patience was really appreciated on this one. Royce, thank you. There you are. Okay. Royce, you want to say anything?
I give all the credit to the Fair Board, to the Beef Barn Council that raised all the money and got this going, but also the contractors. All I do is draw lines on a piece of paper and get them the permits. But the contractors that did all the work, they did an excellent job. Thank them.
Thank you. Okay, and Randall Kring of Keller Engineers. Randall volunteered, although he claims he was voluntold, to do the site development plans for the project and to get us through the approval process. He did it, and he is still talking to me, at least on most days. So thank you, Randall. Okay, so again, thank you to these key people for getting the barn onto the site, built, and ready for the fair. The fair opens July 25th, and invite your friends to come to see the barn on July 25th. Okay, now we have some other speakers. First one is Tracy Geyer, our fundraising chairperson. Tracy has worked diligently and enthusiastically with fundraising for 4 years, and I'm pleased to introduce her. I'm pleased to have worked with her, and she's going to share some remarks.
Thanks, Kay. Thank you all for coming. This has been a long time coming. It seems like it's been a lot longer than 4 years. When we had our first meeting down in this 4-H building 4.5 years ago, there were about 30 of us who came and met and came up with ideas. And it was that night that my husband decided to nominate me for this position. And I guess I thank him for it. I guess he thought I had enough in me to get it done. I certainly can't take all the credit. It takes a village. My family has done a lot of work. And I am forever grateful for that. Our grandchildren will have the opportunity to show in this barn where our children didn't, but it's amazing. The barn is absolutely amazing, and it's better than we could have ever hoped it would have been. With that being said, throughout the course of the years, we've had many fundraising events. We've had Sheets gift raffles. We've had several 200 clubs. We sold Mariana hoagies. We did a tractor raffle. We had a side-by-side raffle. And currently we're doing a 50-50 raffle just to help finish up odds and ends that are going to come up. We don't have everything in this barn, but we've done our best with what we had to work with. Back in February, we got a big push because we got a $25,000 grant from Capital Improvement Matching Fund. So that gave us the extra that we needed to feel that we had enough leeway that we could get this project started. At that time, we had $175,000 raised. To date, we have over $235,000 that we've raised on our own, plus all of the generous donation from all of you people, contractors, to make this barn over $300,000. It's definitely going to be the envy of the fair. All I can say is it's been a lot of hard work, and I just happen to be the one driving this bus, but everybody deserves a hand in this because I couldn't have done it without Kay, I couldn't have done it without my family, and all of you. So for that, I thank you, and thank you again for coming.
Thank you, Tracy. Fundraising is a big thing, and to stick with it for 4 years is wonderful. Okay, next I'd like to introduce John Holbert. John has been on Build the Beef Barn Committee representing the Fair Board for 4 years. And John, would you like to say a few words, please?
It's been a long 4.5 years till we got this done. And I'll tell you how this started. Back, I'm guessing 5-6 years ago, I'm not quite sure how long ago it was, Kay and some of her students were volunteering. They were over painting picnic tables in the picnic pavilion over there a month or so before the fair. And she asked me, she said, what do we have to do to get a new beef barn built? And I said, well, you need to get a group of people, a committee together, and you're going to have to probably raise a lot of money. I had no idea how much money we would have to raise, but it was a lot. And that's at some point a year or so, I don't know how long after that, we started to meet up here, and the group of us. And it's been, at times, a long 4.5 years with monthly meetings. We even, all during the pandemic, we met even over Zoom. Our fundraising was pretty much shut down last year. Fortunately, we got our 200 Club done right before everything hit last spring. And the committee that has done the bulk of the work on this, it's been a very good group to work with in here. They're a lot of give and take on ideas, faithful to come to meetings every month. And I'm going to tell you, if it wasn't for Kay, this wouldn't have happened. She is the spark plug, the leader on it, and you just have no idea how many, probably at this point, thousands of hours she has put in on this. And Tracy's the other one. She doesn't want the credit, but I'll tell you, it takes a lot of work to put these fundraisers together and to do this. So I thank you all for coming. I thank everybody that's donated towards it, the contractors. They were all excellent to work with in here, and we've got a showpiece in here. Purpose of the fair and the fairgrounds, we have a lot of things that go on in here, and it all fits together, but the purpose of the fair and the fairgrounds is to showcase agriculture in there and our youth, and this sure does it. So thank you again.
Thank you, John. Next, I was hoping to have a spokesperson from Bedford Grange Mutual. And the only person that likes to speak from there is Rick Barefoot. And he was unavailable this evening, but I'll tell you about them anyway. So Bedford Grange Mutual Insurance Company is a big supporter of agriculture and the Bedford County Fair. They have given money for the horse barns, the sheep barn, the goat barn, a lot of different things behind the scenes, and they continue to do so. When we started this project to build a beef barn back in 2017, they stepped up and started our fundraising campaign at the 2017 fair with a donation of $50,000. And that secured the naming rights for the barn. And after our decision to build this winter, we still needed some more funds. So they stepped up again, Bedford Grange Mutual, and contributed another $10,000. So I would like to thank Bedford Grange Mutual, and where are their employees, workers, board members, directors that didn't want to speak. Oh, they're all down here. They didn't want to speak. But thank you, guys. Thank you very much. And you'll notice our big sign up here. What's the name of the barn, everyone? Good. Okay. 4